in today's episode of Nomifactory.
Oh, it's gonna make me do the 4X. You've got to be joking me. We need to make small battery hulls. You can make these things called Flux Capacitors. They hold a whopping lot of energy, 10 million plus RF, and are useful for keeping your RF powered equipment and tools charged, as it wants us to make a Fluxomagnet. This gives us magnetism. This requires more lead, iron, and some redstone. The most important things that would come next. This is not important, but we're going to do it right quick. Now, storage drawer controller. This one is quite important, and I definitely want to do this, but I'm not going to make more circuits for it yet. The only thing that's difficult about this is making more circuits.
Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to JD Plays Nomifactory. We got a lot of stuff to do that you just saw in the intro, so let's dig right into it, okay?
All right. We only need 2 for right now, so we'll take those 2. And then we're going to need to make the tube itself, which is going to require this, which is going to require this. So 1, 2 of those, and 1, 2 of those, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put these in here for now. All right, so we got 6410 plates. Let's turn those into 6410 wires right quick. Okay, now we need rubber sheets, and we're going to need another like 25 of these. That will do. Take these bad mamma jammas, and I'm going to try to lock these and see if we can actually keep them on the screen. I doubt we do, but we'll see. Okay, 16x, 10 wires. Beautiful. I think we're going to need a chest, and from this point, it's mostly going to be we're waiting on steel again, which is not really surprising. Although we do have a bit of steel building, so that's cool. And go ahead and get these knocked out. We're going to need 2 of those. We're actually going to need a little bit more tin wire, now that I think about it. So 2 of those, 2 of those, 2 of those, so that we can make 2 of those. And I need 5 more to finish this up, if I remember right. And we're going to need a chest, which we already have, so that's good. The next part that's going to come after that is going to be batteries. And we're going to need to have lithium to get batteries. So to get lithium, you got a few options. But one of the easiest things to get lithium from early on is just to get some lithium ore and smelt, right? So once again, Nami nickels right here. I've got one on me already. I'm gonna go ahead and claim this one. All right, pull that out. Let's go ahead and cook this up and get the lithium out. Along with this, we're gonna want to start making some battery alloy plate. It's gonna be a very fun substance, I promise. Battery alloy dust. This stuff is going to require a bit of antimony and some lead. So antimony comes from, I think, stibnite. We're gonna need some stibnite. This takes 4 Nami nickels. Okay, so there's our stibnite ore. We're gonna take that. We're gonna run it through here. We're gonna take this. We're gonna run it back through as a dust. We'll put our big boy duster in there right quick. There we go. And then we're gonna need lead. And for lead, I don't know if we have any actual lead ore, but I know we have galena. Giving ourselves plenty of stuff to do while we run back and forth like chickens with our heads cut off. Grab both of those. That'll allow us to make another one of those. And as soon as we get one more, we've set the stage to finish that up. These guys can come down in here and we'll do another dust mix. And I believe it is 4-to-1 lead to antimony. That'll give us 44. Go ahead and cook this up. And if we plug in our last one of those, what we're missing is this guy. Pull this guy out. And I believe we are ready to go. Bam. Got that. And so now we can make our 16A battery boofer. As soon as I can find it. MVLV. 16 right here. 16A or 16X LV battery buffer. This is what we want. All right. Bam. So, like I said, you absolutely do not have to follow the same recipe usage that I just did. Oh, it's going to make me do the 4X. You've got to be joking me. Anyway, you're going to have to do the 4X battery buffer, apparently, which is pretty stupid, but okay. It's actually really cheap and really easy to do, and I'm quite astonished that this does not count towards that. Like, I'm kind of floored. Unless maybe I just Nope. I don't know how to feel about that. I feel violated by this because there's not really any reason to do that, but okay, it's fine. We'll make use of it just the same. So we're gonna have to do this recipe again, of course, and that's fine. How are my batteries coming along? Did I unlock? I have not. Until I do that, I will not let me unlock. Okay, that's fine. All right. So with that in play and this in play, now we can go do this stupid disaster of a thing, and that completes the quest. Okay, remember kids, you can make a 16A LV power, but you have to make a 4AX LV battery buffer before you can move forward. Batteries. We need to make small battery holes. It tells you right here, lithium is possible to find inside of tungsten veins. However, they are fairly rare. Consider buying some lithium with Nami coins, which is exactly what we did. To be able to do the next portion, you're going to need some 10 wires. We'll do 8. Nope, I lied. We will do 16. Nope, I lied. We will do more than that. And we're going to make all of this into 10 wire. Go. And then we're going to turn all of that, I believe, into, 10 cable. So difference between 10 wire and 10 cable, one's wrapped in rubber. So there we go, 24 of those. Now, with that, we need to take and make, I'm not going to do all of them yet because it's a waste. How many does it want? It wants me to do 4. Okay, so I'm going to do the 4 that it demands for now. And I'm going to stop there to conserve materials. And we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. All right, that quest is now done. So all we have to do from there is take these guys and combine them with lithium, cadmium, or sodium. Lithium gives the biggest charge at 120. I think sodium gives the smallest, if I remember right. I could be wrong. But the combination of these with either one of your battery boxes, but we're going to use the big one, allows us to now store power. Anyway, so we'll need to put some fuel into the dynamo to get it running here. I've got some right there. That's fine. So let's throw this guy in there. He'll start powering up. He'll start transferring power in. These batteries will start filling up with power. Huzzah, we have power. Now we just need some machines to run. One of the first things it's going to tell us is, hey, this is all LV, but look, you can make these things called flux capacitors. They hold a whopping lot of energy, 10 million plus RF, and are useful for keeping your RF powered equipment and tools charged. Okay, well, I want one of these bad mamma jammas. What do I need to do? Well, you're just going to need some lead. I got some lead. No, I don't. I used it all. I lied. What do I have right here? Lead dust. Okay, I do have some lead. Bam. How much lead do we need? I think we need 3 per. Nope, we only need 2. Excellent. This is going to work out swimmingly. But we need some sulfur. Well, we have some sulfur ore right here. So let's break it down. There you go. Sulfur. All right. So we're going to need to make one of these. And put the sulfur in, and there's our flux capacitor. Huzzah! We've got sulfur completed because we smelted some sulfur down. And we've got flux capacitors completed because we made a flux capacitor, right? And this flux capacitor, we could stick it in here and it would charge up if we had this guy producing power still. There you go. He's gaining charge. It's great. Now, the next thing that it wants us to do is it wants us to make a Fluxomagnet. This gives us magnetism. This requires more lead, iron, and some redstone. I don't have any raw lead on me, but I've got a bunch of galena. And guess what? Galena smelts into lead if we let it just go in there directly. Okay, so let's go ahead and make our Fluxomagnet. But we have no iron. This is a problem. Well, let's claim some Nami nickels. There we go, 22 Nami nickels, and we've got a few Nami quarters, by the way. Those will come in handy. But let's get some iron right here, and we'll just throw some Nami nickels up there for iron. There we go. All right, we got plenty of iron now. We're ready to go to work. Throw this dude in, bring it back down here, and there's our Fluxomagnet. Now, why do we care about a Fluxomagnet? Because, like I said a minute ago, it gives you a magnetic aura around you, so that as you mine things, kill things, break things, they stuck up to you instead of running away or falling in lava, things of that nature. It's a very useful little device. The most important things that would come next. This is not important, but we're going to do it right quick because this is a good time to show an example of it. The crafting calculator is 100% something that, you know, your mileage may vary with how much you use it. I'm going to show how to use it right now for the recipe we're about to do. I don't use it a lot. Every now and then I do, but it can be a very useful item. Lost cities. Once you gather up 6 heads and make a couple of diamond blocks, which is actually rather easy to do, you're going to complete this quest. But we started in lost cities, so I'm not overall that worried about getting into the lost cities dimension. It's great if you just want to go get a bunch of spawners and loot, but you know, it's whatever. So with that in mind, I'm not going to worry about the lost cities quest. The quest right here for recharge your prospector, this is only there in case you somehow manage to deplete your prospector. Now, storage drawer controller, this one is quite important, and I definitely want to do this, but I'm not going to make more circuits for it yet. The only thing that's difficult about this is making more circuits. I'll do it as the last thing that we do for this tier. Actually, Inspector Gadget will probably be the last thing we do for this tier because the quest is annoying. It's not the worst thing in the world. It just requires diamond or lapis is the only actual. Is there anything more difficult? I may have the stuff already for that this time because we got some really good luck on looting some chests. I guess we didn't get any emeralds yet, and I haven't found a village. We'll see. Anyway, let's dive into the most important thing, the jetpack, the Leadstone Jetpack. All right, so let's say we want to use our crafting calculator and we want to be able to craft a Leadstone Jetpack. So what we can do is we can tell the crafting calculator while I'm inside of it by hitting R to open up a recipe. Click this little plus and it's going to say, hey, here's everything you need to know, crafting calculator, for making a Leadstone Jetpack. And I'm going to click save. And so now if I were to type in jetpack right here and drag this down to right here, it would tell me, hey, you just need these materials. Okay, that's pretty simple, right? We can take it a step further though. We can say that, hey, you're going to need, you know, some iron ingots. In this case, because we only know how to make plates this way, we save it, it's going to say, hey, you're going to need 8 lead ingots. Okay. For the capacitor, you're going to need these things. Okay. And you can see it begins to break down all the materials we're going to need. We're going to need one of these, which means we're going to need, you know, 2 of these. And then if we look at the thruster, well, here's your thruster. Okay. You're going to need all of this stuff. Well, there's some stuff here that's not very basic, like the reception coil. Okay. Well, for that, you're going to need this. Well, these electrum rods, they're kind of difficult, they seem like. Well, for that, you're going to need this. Okay, well, how do I get electrum itself? Well, for that, you're going to need some of this. Okay, well, how do I get that? Well, for that, you're going to need some of this. It continually sits here and breaks it down further and further and further. And I don't think you can do this, can you? Nah. Gotta have a mixer now, right? To make this gold dust and silver dust into electrum. Well, that right there alone is like, oh, hey, now if you want to do this, you're going to have a entirely additional machine that it doesn't even talk about having here because they broke it. It's now going to require you to have a mixer or a alloy furnace, and those don't come into play until you get over here into this side. It's not that big a deal. It's not even really that hard to do. If we look real quick, an alloy furnace, or as they call it, an alloy smelter, is just 4x copper wire. We've made those. Some tin cable, we've made those. And a couple of these circuits, we've made those. So this thing is not hard to make at all. In fact, we could probably go ahead and do that right quick. So let's just make this. So we're gonna need to make these. So we're gonna need to get 1, 2, 3, 4. We're out of copper. Did I get the rest of my copper smelted up actually? So how many do we need of these? We need 4, 8, 12, we need 16. All right, there's those guys. Then we need a couple of tin cables. I think we actually have tin cables. Yeah, we do. We're good on tin cables. We just need the 2 chips. Okay, we have 1 chip already. So we're gonna need to make another chip. Okay, so if we can do these 4, and we can put these in here with this. Oh, you son of a... And then we take that and we put it in there, and I think we snip this. Okay, that will give us the ability to use this here, like that. And then we've got to go through the process of making another round of, what do you call them? Vacuum tubes. All right. We only need 2 for right now, so we'll take those 2. And then we're going to need to make the tube itself, which is going to require this, which is going to require this. So 1, 2 of those, and 1, 2 of those, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those, so that we can turn them into these. So that we can make 2 of these. So that we can make 1 of these as soon as we get 1 of those. Might as well make a couple of those because you're about to need a bunch of those. No, not that. This, yes. All right, so there's that. Grab these guys and girls. How many we got in here? It's gonna be close. All right, we pulled it off. All right, so we'll make this guy. We'll combine that. Oh, trying to get away. Combine that with this guy, and that should allow me to make that guy. And there's our basic alloy smelter. Okay, this will be the first thing that we're going to power using our new power system. Okay, we can see power's going in 2048 EU. Obviously, we'll need to keep power going into it, you know, to keep it running. All right, so take this stuff, put 3 in there. Put 3 in there. Hey, we can make alloys now. That's great. And if you don't like the sound that this machine is making, by the way, the little fire sound, you can just right click it and muffle the sound. So these guys are going to be used to make electrum rods, right? And for electrum rods, we're going to need to do this and throw this in there and get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 back. Whole purpose of doing that is so that we can get these reception coils. 1, 2 of those. Go. And then we've got a bunch of excess silver dust now. We can just go ahead and cook that up. And then we also need to make these redstone conductance coils. Guess what? They're just gold. We're going to need a lot more of these. Throw our silver back in. Throw our gold in. There we go. All right. I think we're going to need about 12 of these, if I remember right. I could be remembering wrong, but I think we need 4 of those. Okay, because we need to do this. If I remember right, you need this guy, the electrum, 1 for each of these thrusters, right? And then this guy's going to need 2 for each of those. So now comes the fun part. We need a whole bunch of red alloy, right? If we remember in our calculator right here, we needed 32 of this. Now you can do this stepwise. Okay, if you have the stuff in your inventory, you can do steps. Okay, so here's what you need right now. Now I've already done the electrum, and I don't know if it detects what I've already done or not, but that's fine. Let's do the conductance, the transmission coils here. So we need 1, 2, 3. I think we only need 6 of these. I think we only need 2 of these. Okay. So it should have been gone from the sheet now. Oh, we can take inventory into account. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. All right, so we need to make 16 red alloy plates. So for that, we need 32 alloy ingots. That's what we need right now. So to do that, I'm going to need a lot of redstone. So we might as well get this stuff cooking up. I don't need railgar ore. I need redstone. Let's get this rolling. And we're off and we're producing red alloy ingots. Okay, cool. We're going to actually need some copper as well. So if we look, we're going to need some leather. I don't have any leather at the moment. Oh, I didn't. Oh, yeah, I got some leather right there. That's because we're going to need to make a steel strap. Okay, let's grab this steel and grab this steel. Go ahead and drop this off inside. Let's go ahead and make the steel strap right here. So for that, we're going to need to make a plate. Put the hammer back. There's the plate. Okay, put this in, pull that out. There we go. All right, we need to make a furnace. Okay, so let's make a couple of furnaces. We're gonna make them into these. There we go. It's done. Gonna need some sulfur. I think that's on me, so that's fine. All right, we're making progress, making progress. Load it back up. Okay, gonna need a bit of lead. Gonna need 26 lead. We'll just take this galena ore right here and use it. Not the most optimal usage, but it'll get it through. It'll get us through. Some of this is gonna become plates. Most of it's gonna become plates. Not gonna think about it. All right, so waiting on, we need 48 wrought iron. Yeah, I got 14. That's about it. So how much iron do we have? 16. That's not gonna do it. All right, toss those back in. Let's get to work on stuff here. So we need to make these plates. We need a bunch of these plates, right? We need 10 to make the 2 reception excitation coils. We can go ahead and make those now. Just got to throw these bad boys in. So 1, 2 of those. And then where else do we need them? I think we need them for... We need 3 for each. So it takes us down to that many. And then we're going to need to start doing the plates for the jetpack itself. Will require 4 plates. And then I think each thruster will require an additional 4 plates. All right. Then we're going to need wrought iron plates. We're going to need 8 of these. No, we're going to need 16 of those, aren't we? Let me make sure about that. I'm pretty sure we're going to need 16. Yeah, because we need 2 gears per. And I think that's a miscalculation then, because we still need all the rods for this. All right, what are we missing right now? There's the oven. Oh, yeah, we need to make these guys. 2 of these. Put these in place of these. All right, that's enough for 1 gear. That's enough for the second. All right, there we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. So now that is enough for my dynamos. Okay, and then this is going to require these guys and these guys, and we get 1, 2 of those. Plug this all in together with all of this junk, including this. Oh, we got to make a new one of these. My bad. There we go. Bam, and the belt, and we got a jetpack. We did it. Huzzah, we can do it. We just got to put it in here. So this thing is now holding 128,000 charge. This guy is slowly charging up, and the biggest problem is the amount of energy we're producing. Okay, we're just really not producing that much energy. If we take these guys and we drop down here, we can make these guys. It's not the hardest thing in the world. They're just not, it's not very cost friendly, right? It wants us to use plates. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't really like making these plates. They're overpriced at the moment. Let's just say it that way. But we also need to make more of these golden rod conductance cables, which I also don't like making. But we'll do it just so we can say quest complete. Okay, so there's those. And this will give us a little bit better fuel usage, supposedly, right? And you can either right click and put them in by coming into this menu and clicking here and dropping it in, or you can do this. Now, I don't see any change whatsoever based on what this says it's going to do. This is an augment that will work in all dynamos. It increases the efficiency of the fuel being used inside the dynamo, increasing the power it generates. However, the rate of power generation remains the same. The fuel simply lasts longer. So while fuel catalyzers decrease the amount you'll need to go mining for coal, they won't boost your production of RF per second. Each fuel catalyzer increases fuel efficiency by 15% additively. So 2 will make fuel last 30% longer, and 3 will make it last 40% longer. So we're getting more distance out of our coal is the claim here. Okay. And that I do believe to be working. I don't believe that we can use blocks of coal in the dynamo. Let's check it out right quick. If we could, this is one of the most efficient fuel sources because this gives you an extra tick of fuel. You can, however, use these inside of here if I remember correctly. Maybe not, I can't remember. There are certain places that I know you can. So for now, we'll run this in there like so, and we should be getting 30% increased fuel efficiency out of it. And our jetpack is charging up. So if we throw this bad boy on, we can now fly. Fantastic. We only have 3% power, so we can't fly much. but that'll change soon. In fact, let's change it right now. So if we pull this guy out and this guy out, let's talk about the Fluxomagnet first. If we hit V, it turns on. You can see that now there is a glowing effect on the tips, flashing between red and blue. And if we shift right click, it'll allow us to configure it where you can blacklist and whitelist things you do or do not want to pick up. You get more options with this and a bigger radius on it as you go up the tiers of the Fluxomagnet, which can be upgraded like most things that are inside of Thermal Foundation. This next one will use Invar and Copper Nuggets. We will equip this as a bauble, so right over here. And now the effect is always active. To show how the effect works, if I throw out my iron chest plate here, you can see that red puff of smoke. It's about to be attracted to me via magnetism. But if I hold shift and sneak, it cancels the effect. I will not pick it up anymore. Okay. If I start walking around, it'll pick it up again. So pretty cool. And then the Flux Capacitor. This thing is a method of storing charge. So we've got 151,000 charge inside of here. This jetpack can hold up to 800,000. If I hit V, this thing turns on and it begins to charge things. Okay. If I hit it again, it charges everything. And if I, right, that's just the mode, by the way. Okay. So I'm going to change it back to charging equipment only. So now if I shift right click, now I've turned it on and the power was pulled out of it and put into the jetpack, as well as back into the Fluxomagnet, charging the two of them up. And so now this thing is completely out of power and we would want to continue charging it to get it filled back up. What's left in this tier? Well, the only things that are left are the Inspector Gadget stuff that I said I'm probably not going to mess with right now, but we'll see. We might do it right quick. This is a big one though, the storage drawer. We definitely want to do this. This is going to require us to make a couple of circuits right quick though. And circuits are always just, you know, my favorite thing in the world to make. By the way, if you didn't know, you can turn quarters into nickels, 5 of them, as you would expect. But let's see, what are we lacking to be able to make some more circuits here? If I wanted to make a circuit right now, I would need, do I have any resistors? I have 2 resistors left, so I'm gonna have to make more of these. So let's start off there. I still have some charcoal dust, that's fine. These are not difficult to make. Okay, so we're gonna need to make at least like a few of these. Let's do 12. So if I plug all this together, that'll give me 2 more circuits, or 2 more resistors. Perfect. We can always just put this in here for now. Okay, now we need to make the circuit board right here, the coated circuit board. We're gonna need these. Okay, and then we're gonna need to take one of those and turn that into this. And then we're gonna need some more of the vacuum tubes. That's this guy, which means we're gonna need to make some more steel bolts, which means we're gonna need steel rods. And that means we're going to need to make some, and what we're going to run out of is going to be the red alloy cable, I have a feeling. I think we've got some right here that we can use. We need to make these into wires. And then using this, put these together and make a couple of tubes. That's enough for 1 circuit. We're going to have to do that again. Have these. Do I have any more copper anywhere? I think I'm out at the moment. That's fine. We'll work through that in just a second. I think I need another circuit board, because I don't think I have any more circuits at all. So let's combine everything we have together real quick. We're going to need the steel plates times 2. Yeah, we're going to need 1 more circuit board, so we will need another round of copper. As you can see, you're going to be spending tons of copper. Just, it's silly how much copper you're going to go. So I want to get out of this tier as quickly as possible and move on to cheaper usage machines. But it's okay. We're going to do the whole tier this way because I'm a glutton for punishment. We could have skipped straight to some machines that would have made all of this a lot cheaper, by the way. But no, we're going to do it as it was intended because we like pain. There's that. There's that. And now I just need to make these guys. And these guys require these guys. These guys require those guys. And those guys kill my soul to make, because they're so stupid expensive. There we go. All right, we got 2 circuits. Yay. Now we just need a block of diamonds. Okay. Do I have any diamonds? Just chilling, you know? Jay chilling? No? None at all? Okay. Don't be afraid to use your diamonds, by the way. I know that you might be thinking, oh, they're a prized possession. They're not. You're going to be manufacturing these things in vast quantities very soon. So don't be afraid to use your diamonds at all. All right, we need to make one of these bad mamma jammas, and that's going to require one of, not those bad mamma jam. What? We have no wood, do we? Perfecto. Okay. Plug that in, pull that out. Beautiful. Plug this in. We need the plates, right? Yeah, the iron plates. Okay, how much iron do we have? Oh, tell me I have some iron left, right? Seriously? Did I really use that all? Like all? Oh my God, man. Okay, plug those in there. Make these guys 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Bam, bam, bam. Done. All right, there's our storage drawer controller. We're just going to set this guy up right back here for now. He's going to come in big time handy very soon. Don't worry. We needed that. Okay. The last thing on this page are a couple of readme quests. This one is going to explain how to move between powers. You can read this if you want to. Okay. Then there is the putting it all together, which is going to explain about the wire mill and the bidding machine and give us another Nami quarter. We're going to check this. Done. Claim. And then there's the inspector gadgets here. Okay. There are 4 of these little bad boys, and they're really cool little devices. I like them a lot, actually. They are not cheap. So what we're going to do is, let's see. I think we can do most things. We need to get some lapis real quick. And lapis ore is just Nami pennies. So we'll cash in some Nami pennies real quick. That was kind of interesting. Throw that in there, and that will give me the building gadget. Okay, and then we want the destruction gadget. This is going to use up some ender pearls, but that's okay. We're going to be making those in no time as well. Okay, so there's that one. The copy paste gadget is the one that hurts because it costs emeralds. And if we knew where a village was, that would be no problem at all. But we don't currently know where a village is. So your choices are to buy some emerald or go look in chests until you find some. You know, there's a few different various ways, but we're going to go to the most expensive way possible. And that is emerald ore, which is going to take 25 each Nami coins, total of 50. All right, expensive stuff. And we're going to throw these in there and bam, get the copy pasta gadget. And now we've done inspector gadget. There we go. Genesis is complete. And the only thing we haven't done is this guy, and I don't really intend to be perfectly honest with you. I mean, we're going to complete it by accident as we continue going through. But it's not when we're like focus on, like, yeah, I got to get that done. That's not going to happen. But that's an excellent point to say. If you're following along, I hope you kept up. And if you have any questions, make sure you're asking. Remember that I do live stream all of this content on Twitch TV/JDon77. And yeah, I hope you're enjoying the series so far. If you are, hit that like button. It helps me out. And definitely think about dropping me a sub. I'll see you guys in the next round of quests. Laters.